In today's video, we reveal the best models on the market this year. We picked and reviewed each product for you and ranked them by price, quality, performance, and more. And you could see their prices and find out more information by using the links in the description down below. Now, let's get straight to the list.
Today, we will be taking a look at the best electric skateboards you can buy. Number 5, Raldy MT-V3. Here's a really cool electric skateboard for you. It's a Raldy MT-V3 and it's only $499. Don't let that low price fool you. It has some seriously impressive specs for this price tag. In fact, I might even put it out there and say that it could be the best electric skateboard under $500. It has an 8-layer Canadian maple deck, which makes it really stiff, which is good considering they are using long, flat-pack batteries. Any flex would cause some issues with the battery. The stiff deck in this case will help you as a rider to keep stable when riding at high speeds. The raised edges lock your feet into the board so you'll have full control over the turning of the board. You would think that the rigidity of the deck would cause you to feel more of the irregularities of the road, but the honeycomb wheels that Raldy have used on the MT-V3 do a great job of soaking up those nasty bumps. The wheels are 110mm rubber tires that don't require pumping up and will never get a puncture. Because the MT-V3 uses hub motors, you don't get any options to change the wheels. However, these are some of the lowest maintenance wheels available. The remote has an LED screen that displays all of your fave info like speedometer, odometer, board battery, remote battery, and riding mode. The last thing I want to mention about the MT-V3 is that Raldy considers it to be waterproof. Well, it's rated at IP55, and it's an electronic device after all, so don't go throwing it in the river. Number 4, Verreal RS. The Verreal RS has received praise across the board from many people in the e-skate scene. All you have to do is do a YouTube search to see all the positive reviews. It has an incredibly smooth acceleration and braking thanks to the custom-programmed Hobby Wing ESC. You feel every bit of thrill from the takeoff without feeling any jerkiness along the way, and it's the same with braking. You can rest assured that you'll come to a complete stop safely. The deck is really stiff due to being made of 9 layers of maple. There's a minimal amount of flex between the nose and tail and the main body of the deck, where there is a slight drop down. In my opinion, this is exactly where you want the flex. The deck stiffness makes it easy to maintain balance and turn corners, but the little amount of flex at the trucks helps to absorb a lot of bumps from the road, making the ride really comfortable. The wheels are 90mm 78A with a contact area of 63mm. They're really grippy against the road, and the large surface area of the wheels against the ground feels stable at all speeds. The Verreal RS uses belt motors, which means you're gonna have to take a little more care with them. They will inevitably snap, which is not unique to Verreal. It's just what belts do, so keep that in mind. On the upside, the belt drives give it more power, hill climbing ability, and the versatility to change the wheels compared to the hub motors. I have seen some great conversion projects for the Verreal RS. Some e-skaters have put cloud wheels on it, which looks awesome, and that's probably what I would do. You could even put AT wheels on it and go real off-road riding. Overall, the Verreal RS is the best electric skateboard for someone looking to get a really sturdy and comfortable e-board that has a lot of power and doesn't break the bank. It's the best option before jumping up into the premium electric skateboard category. Number 3, Teamgee H20T. The Teamgee H20T is the best electric skateboard for those who want to ride to work or school every day, but also want to feel a bit of an adrenaline rush and take it off-road. The wheels that come with the H20T have never been seen on any other electric skateboard before. They are 103mm, airless, rubber, treaded tires on hub motors that have a contact area of 65mm. The huge size of these wheels maintain a lot of contact with the ground, providing you with great stability. At the same time, the tread on the tires means that you'll be able to take the H20T into gravel and stone paths without losing any traction. The last thing I want to mention about the wheels is that the rubber has holes going through the whole thing, which at first I thought was going to be quite strange. But what I realized is that these holes act somewhat like suspension. They absorb a lot of vibrations from the uneven ground to give you a really comfortable ride. Moving on to the deck, Teamgee has developed one of the most sturdy decks you can get on an electric skateboard. It's made of maple and fiberglass composite, which makes it quite stiff, but the spongy wheels more than make up for it. The deck has a W-shaped contour which locks your feet in nice and snug. The raised edges from this makes turning and maneuvering on the board effortless. Teamgee have again opted to go with the Seahorse remote, which in my opinion is a great controller. The acceleration is smooth and gradual, and the brakes bring you to a stop safely without any jerking. For heavier riders and riding at high speeds, the brakes might be a little too long, so make sure you're always riding at a speed where you can brake safely. The remote has a little screen which shows all the regular information like current speed, trip length, board battery, remote battery, riding mode, and braking mode. Number 2. Backfire Zealot. The Backfire Zealot is the first electric skateboard from Backfire to utilize belt drive motors. In the past, they've always opted for hub motors, but the day has come for them to step up their game and deliver their most powerful electric skateboard. They are still using the same deck from all their previous Galaxy and G-Series e-boards, and I think that's okay. Why change a good thing? It's a great deck with solid durability, a nice little flex but not too much, and slightly raised edges for a comfortable stance while giving you exceptional control over the board. The wheels are Backfire's own 96mm 78A polyurethane that are huge and spongy. They are comfortable and roll over pretty much any crack in the road with ease. Alongside the Zealot, Backfire is also releasing a set of compatible 105mm cloud wheels if you want even more comfort and the ability to ride over less than smooth paths like gravel trails. These massive wheels, even the stock 96s, aren't your friend when it comes to sliding. They're just a little oversized and cumbersome to have around on. However, the great thing about belt drive e-boards is that you can easily swap out the wheels for something a little more slide-friendly, like Orangutan's 85mm, Kagwama's or 80mm Kegels. Backfire have also announced that they are releasing a mobile app which will be compatible with the Zealot and all their other electric skateboards that utilize a remote with an LED screen. We're yet to see any details about what the app will bring to the table, but I'm sure it'll have the same features as some of the other e-skate apps out there, like the ability to customize your top speed, braking and acceleration power, act as a remote control, and keep a log of your riding history. It has some cool ambient lighting on the side of the battery enclosure underneath the deck, which really doesn't help you see, but it does make you more visible in the dark, which is always a welcomed safety feature. Overall, the Backfire Zealot is just a really well-made electric skateboard that has great performance. Number 1. Exway Flex. The Exway Flex is arguably one of the best commuter electric skateboards available today. It has a flexy concave deck with raised shoulders to sit your feet on to give you exceptional control. Additionally, the foam grip tape on the top of the deck absorbs a lot of vibrations from the road to make your ride even more comfortable. The comfort of the deck is accompanied by 85mm 76A wheels that are the sweet spot for squishy comfort without losing out on too much performance like top speed or acceleration. The Flex is the first from Exway to boast a swappable battery, which always comes in handy if you want to go for a ride that's a little or a lot longer than usual. No more range anxiety on group rides. Exway has its own app which gives you control over the way the Flex performs. In the app, you're able to control the top speed, braking power, and acceleration. You can also use it as a remote, and it also keeps a log of all the miles you've ever traveled on your e-board. The remote has a wireless on-off control for the board, so all you need to do is turn the remote on and it will automatically turn on the board. It uses up a tiny bit of battery for this feature, but you can manage it in the app if you want to reserve as much power while the board is off. Personally, I love being able to just grab my board, switch on the remote, and go without having to awkwardly flip over the board to search for the power button. You can get the Flex in a belt drive version that they call the Riot, or you can get it with hubs. The Riot has a little more power and grunt that translates to better hill climbing capabilities and acceleration, but you have the added annoyance of having to maintain the motors and replacing the belts every now and then. The hub version is great because it's super quiet and doesn't require as much maintenance, but you lost a slight amount of performance. But don't get me wrong, the hub version is still an amazing electric skateboard. It's perfect for cruising and commuting to work so long as you don't have any major hills to climb. It's really hard to fault the Flex for what it is. What it's not is the fastest electric skateboard, nor does it have the longest range. The flexibility of the deck is not for everyone, and yes, you are paying for extras such as the app, which not everyone wants or needs. There are better electric skateboards out there in terms of brute performance, but you sure do pay for it. The Exway Flex is only $649, which is a price that is very hard to beat with these kinds of specs and features.
You can check out the prices of all the products mentioned on this list in the description below. Thanks for watching today's video, and make sure you hit the subscribe button for more content like this.